Right here in Beijing, of course, we're counting down to the Olympics, 8 days to be exact. And with that, China's Sports Administration says the country's athletes will be drug-free during the Games. It also revealed the latest results of its thousands of tests on Chinese athletes, showing lower doping rates compared to the international average. Pan Deng has that.
China's anti-doping centers have conducted over 5,000 tests on the country's Olympic participants. 2 doping tests have been banned for life, including China's top backstroker Ouyang Kunpeng. The positive result rate dropped to 0.4% this year from last year's 1.8%, lower than the international level of nearly 2%.
2,000 athletes on the national team or on the national training team are all on our anti-doping test list. Our plan is to conduct 4,500 tests on them. We have comparatively tight controls on the Chinese national team.
China's 41 anti-doping centers, 34 located in Beijing and 7 in the co-host cities, are now in operation. With the most equipment in the Games history, anti-doping facilities for the Beijing Olympics are the biggest and most up-to-date in the world.
I can tell you that with the help of the Chinese authority, we have a dream team. The equipment of the lab is a first-class equipment. Cheaters have to be very careful.
This year, 4,500 tests will be conducted, nearly 1,000 more than in Athens. The top 5 athletes in each event will receive tests. About 800 will be urine detection and 900 will be blood tests. New rules set by the IOC specify that an athlete may be tested several times in one day. Missing 2 separate tests during the Games will be considered a violation of anti-doping rules. Pan Deng, CCTV.
Now let's continue with our Olympic update with a close look at the Chinese team. The women's volleyball players are, of course, one of the favourites for the gold medal. As we see now in this report, they're in their final stretch as they prepare for the Games with a busy training schedule. Yang Yan brings us more.
The soul of the volleyball team is the setter. Feng Kun and Wei Qiuyue train under the guidance of coach Chen Zhonghe. Chen said the setter in China's women's team is at a disadvantage since the veterans have been absent for a long time due to injuries, and the newer players lack experience. Besides technical training, players are doing strength exercises every day. This weightlifting exercise is to increase leg strength. The coach said he plans to step up the intensity of the training gradually so as to get the players into top form for the Games.
The team is very exhausted after the Grand Prix tournament, but after a few more days with intensive and regular training, they'll get better.
30-year-old Feng Kun is considered one of the best setters in the world. She also has great influence on her teammates. She made a comeback earlier this year after recovering from surgery in 2007. She's now doing extra 30 minutes of strength and balance exercises after the normal sessions finish.
I'm doing a lot of exercises these days. Since the Games are approaching, I hope I can prepare myself and get my body in good shape.
It won't be easy for the Chinese team to retain their Olympic title this time around, since Brazil, Cuba, Italy, the United States and Russia are also thought to have a shot at the gold. China's final squad has been named and includes 7 veterans of the Athens Olympics. Yang Yan, CCTV.
Now, of course, Beijing is set to receive hundreds of thousands of visitors, and one issue with these guests is providing them with safe and tasty food. Our reporter, Xu Zhaoqun, goes to one organic farm to see how its produce is grown.
Looking at all these lovely and fresh vegetables is bound to make you hungry. They are grown in greenhouses in Yanqing County, about 100 kilometers from central Beijing.
This organic farm has an area of about 100 hectares with 150 greenhouses like this. Lovely chilies. After being collected from the plant, they will be sent into the city within 3 hours. So they will be fresh enough when you have it. But this is only a small part of the entire complicated process of organic agriculture.
From 2004, the farm started to introduce more than 30 varieties of vegetables. The seeds and the organic fertilizers are provided by the Beijing Agriculture Academy. All the plants here are irrigated with water pumped from 150 meters under the ground and fertilized with poultry waste. Food safety has been an issue ahead of the Olympic Games. Many journalists toured the farm Wednesday morning, surpassing the number of workers.
We were able to provide the Beijing market with 20 tons of vegetables every day. All the workers here have taken the training programs with the Agriculture Academy, and no visitors allowed without special permission.
The Olympic Games are held during Beijing's growing off-season. Nearly two-thirds of the vegetables will be shipped from neighboring provinces.
The pork, poultry and eggs for the games will be provided by the appointed farms in Beijing, which meet the standard of ISO 9000. Most have received excellent food awards.
The officials also say nothing will be sent without the strictest inspections. Xu Zhaochun, CCTV.
That wraps up today's Olympic update. Let's go now to our first break in this program. We'll be back with World Stories. Stay with us here.